fucking cameras!
My name is Andrei Kazakov and I'm the Senior Training Officer in the Emergency Section in UNHCR, which stands for United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees. Any major displacement of population in the world would have a response from UNHCR, and my job is to make sure that the staff who are deployed for these emergencies are well trained and prepared for the deployment.
Today we've had a few simulation exercises in the field here. We had to deal with a traffic accident and administer first aid. We had to do a site planning exercise and negotiate with the government authorities. We also had to deal with military and try to negotiate safe access of refugees.
So we had to discuss with the rebels at the border and the authorities to see how they could at least let women, children to come in priority.
Sorry? That's okay, we're fine. Thank you very much, sir. In my country, we're going to kill them. Ladies and children first.
We were also dealing with riots of angry refugees.
They occupied the offices and they wanted a lot of demands from UNHCR.
Move away! Move away!
We want move! We want.
How difficult is it? Get me a phone!
It's been one surprise after another. I think when we came here we had some idea of what to expect, but we were not sure, so we had to address it and we had to deal with it as they came up.
But what we will try to do is to learn probably from the fact that we are not always well prepared, that whatever preparation you have had, your team and yourself, whatever willingness your team and energy your team is putting in this whole exercise, you will still be having surprises. And the most important thing is to learn from the surprises and in order not to make the same mistakes again.
We have 4 exercises like this every year. 2 of them are held in Sweden, in Skövde, in SRSA College in Skövde, 1 in Norway and 1 in Germany. The reason for organizing this training here is twofold. First of all, financial support from the Swedish government, which is very generous. Equally important, the massive and very important logistical and material support provided by the Swedish Rescue Services Agency.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
The very important difference, I would say, between the exercises here and in other countries is this beautiful camp which you see here. This camp is constructed by the SRSA support team. In real life, in real emergencies, Swedish Rescue Services Agency is providing similar camps in real situations for UN staff to live and eat and spend time.
In my experiences in the field, we've also lived like this in close quarters, seeing each other 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, using similar facilities to what we have here. So it creates a fairly good comparison.
I lived in a very similar Swedish camp in Pakistan, in Battagram, where exactly the same people were doing exactly the same things. Well, for me, when I just started doing this job 4 years ago, it was beyond my expectations, to be honest. So the colleagues from SRSA Training Center are extremely well informed and familiar with our logic of our training, with our demands and requirements. So actually they are ready to act before we ask for it, which is a very unique experience. So this cooperation is excellent, and it's not only limited to training, definitely not. We worked shoulder to shoulder in the real operations, and there are results, very good results of this cooperation.
I have many years of experience working with refugees, including in emergency situations. But I have to admit that it was not easy at all, despite the planning or in my previous experience in countries like Sudan, Guinea, Benin, Togo, etc. Despite all these things, I really found myself in a very difficult situation. It was very tense, but it was very useful. We were learning from the exercise.
The people that we have been dealing with today have made the exercises very realistic.
I'm not very sure where all the actors came from, but they were very good actors. That was very useful, I think. Yeah, you really expect a lot of professionalism from such people.
It has been one big adrenaline rush, let me say.
I think WEM is one of the best UNHCR training workshop we have, and I can tell you that I have gone through many of them, but this is really one of the best. With the Swedish partners, with UNHCR people coming from various backgrounds, a lot of experience, I think it really helps us a lot, and the food was also great.